everybody, it's part 2 of my, I think this is my June, I'm calling it June, my mid-June thrift haul. It's a large one. All my thrift hauls are big, and I talk a lot. I like to explain why I purchased the stuff I purchased, what my intentions are for it. So if you're into that, then stick around. I like to find things for all my crafting and art making. I picked up this little baggie, and no use in telling you what the price was because I use discounts and I get rebates and all that. So there were these little books in here. This is cute, the little black book of tea. I didn't know that this was in here. I couldn't tell. It's kind of cute. It's a little about tea. This is an old little address book, calendar thing. But I was interested in the stamps. These are Stamping Up stamps. And I thought they were interesting. They look like really pretty elements to use to make cards, to use in junk journals. And these are actually Christmas tree, they're called tree trimmings. I didn't realize they're supposed to be ornaments. I don't know. I can use them as whatever. They don't have to be ornaments. They just look like elements I would use on some sort of vintage background. So I got that. I like to pick up fabrics for sewing. And this I think is a curtain. I picked it up because it's 100% cotton. It's great for stitching on. It is a curtain with Battenberg lace. And so it's got all this lovely Battenberg lace on it that I could use in another project. If I had a window small enough, actually, yeah. I have a basement window in my basement craft room storage place, but I don't think this will even fit that window. So yeah, I will probably repurpose this for the fabric and the lace. And this was a couple dollars. And these napkins, these were $4. There are 4 of them. They are synthetic, but they have this pretty embroidery on the edge. And I just thought that although these are very in good condition napkins, I could reuse them as fancy napkins. I don't do the fancy dinner stuff anymore. I'm looking more at repurposing these into some sort of sewing project. Probably slow stitching, or yeah, something like that. Okay. I got a bag of bags. This I got for, I remember I got it for $3.50, and it's a bag of bags. They are these little canvas drawstring bags, or muslin, I should say, very thin. And I thought these can be used as herbal bags for like drawer sachets. I could dry lavender in them, make little lavender drawer sachets. You could probably also put herbs in these and make broth or tea or whatever. They seem to be just muslin. I would wash them. I don't know. I don't really know what they would be for, but I thought they would be cute if I stamped on them, especially with those stamps I showed you before. Yeah, there was these stamps, you know, imagine like a stamp on here. And funny thing is, I did get some ink pads. I was just checking them before. I got some ink pads too. Yeah. These were in another bag that was messy and I had to clean it up. Yeah, and they still work. So I got some black ink pads. So I got that. And this is pigment ink. So this, usually this is, I could stamp on here and I could let it set or go over it with an iron the next day and it will set the ink. And ink the little pouches, it'd be cute in the junk journal. Yeah, I just for $3.50. I don't know how many there are in here. There are more than 25 for sure. Maybe there's 50. I don't know. I'm really bad at, like, if there's a jar of jelly beans and there's a contest and they count the jelly beans. Guess how many jelly beans are in the jar? I can't. Yeah. So that's why I picked these up to use as embellishments and stuff. I like to pick up bags of jewelry when they have some, and I got a couple bags. Lots of neat stuff in here. I think I will just do another video just for the jewelry unboxing, and because there's so much in here. So if you're interested in seeing a video of me showing off all the bits that I've got, I think I will just do like maybe, what do you call that, an ASMR video to show all the goodies I got. And again, I buy these bags because I like to repurpose the stuff that's in here for projects, craft projects, embellishments. Yeah, that's what I do. I take this stuff apart and remake it, and yeah. Okay, so I got a couple bags of jewelry. I got this little bag. I just thought the things in it looked cute. I didn't know what it was, and they wanted $5 for it. And there was a little pyramid. It's like a little paperweight pyramid. It's cute. And these are magnets. There's these are really strong magnets, like, so magnets, a bunch of those are in this bag, and those are there. And then the rest of these are like, somebody went to Switzerland and they're basically, well, that's a seashell, that's not Switzerland. That one, I don't know what it is. See, there's like a little stein, little mug. And oh, the fondue, look, the cheese fondue. That's so cute. This is a Switzerland flag. Oh, and a couple little cuckoo clocks. And oh, here's another mug or stein. Oh, and the doggy. So I thought that's so cute. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with that, but it's going in my box with all the little drawers where I keep all sorts of little knickknacks that I use when I'm making projects, even if it's a fairy garden or it's an assemblage box, a memory box, whatever. That's what it'll be for. So I found this simplicity book I was pretty excited about finding this because this is a book my mom had when I was younger. And I loved this image. I would stare at this image, and my mom too. My mom and I would be like, oh, we'd love to have a sewing room that looked like this. And we wanted it in yellow too. We dreamed of having this. So eventually my mom did get a great sewing room when she remarried, and she was really happy with her sewing room and stuff. And in my first house, in every apartment that I lived, I had a sewing space. And then in the first house my husband and I bought together, I had a little sewing room. And then our second home also. And of course, here you've seen my basement craft area, sewing and craft area. And now I have this studio here. So I've been fortunate enough to have my dream sewing, crafting studios and stuff early on. But this was one of my inspirations to have my own creative corner. And when I saw this magazine or this book, I had to get it. I still don't know if I have my mom's original book in my collection of her old stuff. If I do, then I will be happily cutting this one up for the images for collage work. Okay. I found 2 Nick Bantock books. I have the Griffin and Sabine series already. So this is a second copy, and this copy I will probably use to cut up to use in some sort of journal of my own. And the Alexandria, I'm not sure if I already have this one. If I already have it, then this too will be to cut up. If I don't have it, this is going in my collection. These are beautiful, beautiful books written by a very smart Canadian. This is Feminine Beauty. I have wanted a book, or I'm trying to find collecting images of women in art, whether it's visual arts or performing arts. And this is all about that. So I lucked out on this book, and I was looking for something with a lot of images of women in art, and now I have it. And yes, I want images that I can cut up to put in some work for myself, for my own art journaling, my own mixed media work. So I will have to find maybe a second copy of this book if I don't have the guts to cut up this one. But it is an old book. It would have ended up in the landfill. I am saving it from landfill, so I should not feel guilty about cutting it up. Here's a book on Chinese paper cutting. Again, I bought this book with the intention of repurposing it because the book is falling apart. I do have a small collection of Chinese paper cutting because I have visited China, and I have had the honor of visiting with some Chinese paper cutting artists, and I admire their work. I admire their skills, and this is samples of, so this is like really fancy samples of paper cutting with the explanations as to the symbolism behind, you know, the images here that you see. And this to show you the book is falling apart. So I'm just trying to show you. The paper is so thin. This is, yeah. Yeah, it's just amazing. It's amazing artwork. So I have that will maybe be incorporated into a scrapbook that I have when I traveled to Asia. There was a vintage restoration catalog for restoring motorcycles. My husband and I are not motorcyclists, but I do like, this is not an actually vintage catalog, but it's made to look vintage, and it's about getting parts for vintage, for those who like to, you know, fix up old motorcycles and such. And there are images in here. There are like vintage poster images in here, and that's what attracted me to pick up this catalog, for the images to cut up for my collage work, mixed media, art journaling, etc. So that's what attracted me to this. I love to find any old, if I can find old magazines, old books for the images, I love that. And I did luck out. I got this pile. There's 5 of these knitting books, mostly Canadian, I think. And I got this for $4, and I thought that was a good deal. And they are from the 60s, 1964. And again, I have my mom's original old knitting books that I don't want to cut up, so finding some more at the thrift store, I will feel more comfortable tearing these apart for junk journaling and collage making, because there's lots of vintage looking images. I mean, that's funny, that I can use in different, yeah, I just, yeah, oh my god, the shorts, yep, so, yeah, that'll be cute. Or maybe I'll be able to cut some of those up to put with pictures of myself or my siblings with clothes that mom made us. I mean, that would be awesome. I could put that in a scrapbook if I ever get around to it. There were books on, well, there was a book at least on making dollhouse interiors, and I don't have anything like that, so I had to get it because I'm very curious. And I really wanted, I just want to look at it. I didn't look at it yet. I just want to see. I love the idea of miniatures. I've always loved it. I've always loved dollhouses and stuff, but it's so cute. Oh, so I really got this for the eye candy and for the ideas on how to make little embellishments. That's what I'm thinking, really. They talk about rolling out clay to make embellishments. There's a lot of instructions in here on how to make furniture for a dollhouse. That's amazing. There's a lot of it. So, yeah. Oh, so cute. Oh, that's another thing. Oh, that would be so fun to do. Make a dollhouse and furniture for it. Oh. So, yeah. Oh, and there's the person's notes. I'll be back. Love, Mama. Okay. Oh, it's so cute. So, yeah. Now, this one intrigued me. Crafts from your microwave. So this one I want to have a look-see through it, see if there's anything. Sometimes these books I like to have them just for the patterns, for making other things, the templates, I should say. So it's a how-to book. I'll go through it to see anything I don't already know and to learn maybe a technique or trick or tip that will be new to me. I appreciate that. And then I will probably just cut up all the images, use the images for crafting. Now this book, it's Italy's life, and it's an old one. The ENIT official magazine, Encounters in Civilization, number 30 to 31. It's been used. It's beat up, and it's about Italy. I know that much. It's 1974. Having been to Italy, it's beautiful Italy. And loving a lot of Italian art. I mean, come on. I couldn't pass this up. It's about Italy. It's about art, architecture, like, I guess, the beautiful parts of Italy. So I got this because it's gorgeous stuff. Oh, now I'm looking at it and I won't have the heart to cut this up again. I buy these books. I'm so brave when I'm in the thrift store. I'm buying these books. I'm going to cut them up for my collage and stuff. And then I get home and it's like, I can't cut this up. It's too beautiful. Oh boy. So yeah, definitely will enjoy this book too. But the book is falling apart. So this might just be a good one to use for the images again, because yeah, it's falling apart. And I'm whispering because I'm afraid it'll break if I talk too loud. Oh goodness. Oh yes, here's the other. I thought there was more than one book on dollhouse making. Making doll's house furniture. I don't have any. I didn't have anything on dollhouse furniture making or dollhouse making, whatever. So that's why I got it. It's full of instructions of how-tos of how to make things for the dolly house. The things they use, like they use beads and pieces to make. Oh, see, this is so cute. To make furniture, to make like the tools for the fireplace. And they tell you what they use. They use a nurse's type of belt buckle, half chain links, buttons, metal bead caps, paper clips, small. That's so cute. That's so cool. And since I love making stuff, I just love making stuff. Oh, this is great. It's great inspiration for making stuff. Oops, this was the person that bought this from eBay. What year is this? Doesn't say. Huh. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so got that for inspiration. Oh, I was happy to find one of these, a Graphic Products Corporation, a graphic source clip art book. I could never afford these when they were around, when they were new, and so I'm looking for them used. Yeah, so I came across this one, which is all about floral vignettes. It's a clip art book that can be used to reproduce, like if you're making your own flyers, signs, whatever. It's not to resell your artwork, but you can reuse the images. You are allowed to copy so there's a limited copyright on this. So yeah, I love these clip art books, old clip art books. And oh, here, this was a good find again. 1001 iron-on transfers for painting and embroidery. So transfers are images that you apply to a surface, whether it's cloth, it could also be wood, and you iron on, and it will transfer the design to the surface. So then you have the outline ready for you to complete with paint or thread, let's say. And this is used in embroidery, and it's used in painting. That is why the letters are reversed. And there's a whole book here with some extra bits. Some of these are pieces of the pages that were already cut. There's not a lot missing. The person who had this book previously, like myself, loved flowers, and that's what was cut up the most. And but that's okay. There's still a lot, like, except for those few pages that were cut up, this book is pretty much intact. And there's some additional transfers here for other projects. And I'm into embroidery right now, and so this is perfect. So very happy to have found this baby. It's a big one. It's a big book. It's full of images, and I love the birds. Birds are really, look at that. There's a test pattern on every page to test it on the surface you're going to work. This one's birthday. Yeah. So that. Okay. Next we have a bunch of magazines. And some these are, what do you call these? They're not magazines, but they're project books. This is a painting book, I think, toll painting book on Village of Greenwood. I like the patterns in here. Someone had made had traced this. I really like the designs in here to do just that, to use as tracing, as inspiration for other projects that I'd like to do. Like, I could make my own transfer of this to embroider like a little house or whatever, or to paint. And this one too is full of the patterns, the designs for painting. So there was this one. And I think there's something else too. Then there was this Time special commemorative issue about Steve Jobs. I never got this issue. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting read for sure. I think my husband and I will like reading this. And then when we're done with it, I might cut it up for images or pass it on to somebody else who would like to read it. Birds in Bloom. This is a great magazine to use in collage work. There's beautiful birds and beautiful flowers in here. Beautiful images. I do read everything before I cut up my magazines too. But yeah, great source for collage. A chatelaine. And this, yeah, it's a chatelaine, whoops, magazine. There's a few interesting images. There's a few vintage images, not a lot, but again, to use in collage. Oh yeah, and there were a bunch of these magazines on the miniature collector, Doll's House. I think this one's also Doll's House. doll's house. So someone had done a destash of their dollhouse making whatever, and I showed up at the thrift store at the right time, and I got it. So, like, I need another hobby, but I've always been interested in miniatures and dollhouses, and just never got into it. But yeah, so a lot of this is interesting to me for the how-tos a lot, and for the great images to cut out for using in collage. And so we got this one. Oh, there's one, Go West. Great Go West dollhouse. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Miniatures of the Southwest. And there's an American, how to make a mini quilt. Now that's something I might do. That could be a slow stitching project. A little quilt. Aw. The breakfast, how to make the breakfast. Oh. I guess a lot of these things are made with clay too. That's the idea, to make these. Yeah, they use polymer clay. That's the idea. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, so yeah, this is full of this is just full of eye candy and inspiration. Yeah, I need another life to have enough time to make everything I want to make. It's crazy. There's too many things I want to make and not enough time to do it all in. So yeah, that was the books and magazines that I got during my mid-June thrift haul. I hope this has inspired you to look at secondhand sources, used sources for your creative making. Not only do I find instructions, how-tos, and tips in this, but I'm also finding a lot of fodder for collage. I'm finding a lot of images for glue books, collage work, mixed media, art journaling, all that. And lots of patterns for incorporating into my embroidery work, my slow stitching, my other sewing, and even card making. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching all of this, sticking around through all of this. This was supposed to be part 4 of the mid-June thrift haul, and now I'm going to go film part 3 for the jewelry part of the mid-June thrift haul. So this was just the books and magazines. I hope you enjoyed this and are inspired to get your craft on. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in part 4 or some other time. Stay crafty. Bye.